everyone, nice to see you all again. It is Emma from Little Learners South Norfolk. So today we are going to be doing another Chinese New Year craft. So we are going to be making some dyed spaghetti in a nice vibrant red colour for the Chinese New Year, so you can do some messy play at home. So the first thing I have done that I have got ready before the video started was I've just grabbed some hot water. Just grabbed some hot water and that's boiling away. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop the spaghetti in. So just any spaghetti, just buy the cheap stuff. And I'm just going to cook it as you would usually. So just pop it in the pot with just some boiling water. Cook it as though you were going to cook spaghetti for a meal at home. But with that, you don't need to cook it as long. So what you want out of the sort of consistency wise, you want the spaghetti to be soft so it doesn't just break up, but then a little bit hard so that it's easier to pick up with the different tools that you're using. So what I've done is I've just popped the spaghetti in the pan, and then that will take just a couple of minutes to cook away. So what we're going to be using to colour the spaghetti, I have just got some red food colouring. Now all I do is I literally just put that straight into the spaghetti and mix it up. But you can get things like the coloured gels and stuff, which also work really well. Now there's a few different ways that you can colour spaghetti. Different people might do it different ways. So some people put their food colouring actually into the boiling water so that it sort of cooks into it. But I wait until the spaghetti's done and then I'll rinse it all off. And then I'll add the food colouring to it, just because I find that the food colouring sticks to it a little bit better. So while that's cooking, I'm going to show you sort of activities that you can do with your spaghetti, and then I will show you how to dye it once the other one's cooking. So once you have got your spaghetti and it's all dyed and baking tray here, so a normal baking tray. What I'll then do, if I was to do this with my daughter, I would then just put the spaghetti in the baking tray. If you've got like an old sheet or anything really, an old towel, floor, pop the tray on the floor, and then you can just let them explore it in the tray. So just pop the spaghetti in the tray like that, and then really you don't need to do much else to the activity. I have got some other little bits that I'm going to be using when I do the activity. So you can use things such as coloured bowls. So if you've got older ones and you're trying to teach colours, what you could do is you could dye spaghetti different colours, get different coloured bowls, and then do like a colour sorting activity. So you could do that. Or I've got some little tweezers. So again, you're encouraging your fine and your gross motor skills by encouraging your little ones to pick up the spaghetti with the tweezers. If you are following the Chinese New Year theme, you can try and get some chopsticks or some little wooden sticks and try and get them to use the chopsticks, which would be quite fun. Or the other thing that I've got is some little child-safe scissors. So what you could do with these is you could encourage your little ones to pick up the spaghetti, use the scissors and cut the spaghetti. So there's loads of different activities that you can do with this simple activity, and you know, it's really cheap to do if you've got spaghetti at home. You don't even need to dye it if you don't want to. Just cook the spaghetti down a little bit and then it's all taste safe and everything as well, if you have got the younger ones that are likely to put it in their mouth. So like I said, with the spaghetti, you don't need it to be fully cooked through. As long as it is softer than the raw spaghetti, it will work just fine. So my spaghetti is done now. I did it on the hob, but you can do it in just like a cup of boiling water. So I've just tipped that and rinsed it out into the sink. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to get some cold water and just rinse it over the spaghetti, just because then it stops it from cooking and it gets all the excess starch and stuff off of it. So I'm going to just get some jug of cold water and just pop it over our spaghetti. And then give it a good rinse out. Now you can do it to whatever consistency you want. I mean, spaghetti, you can use it hard and raw if you want to, and then you can do loads of different activities with it. But if you're dyeing it, it is a lot easier to do it when it is ever so slightly cooked. So then what we're going to do with that, so I've just got, I'm just going to put some more cold water on that. There we go. So I've got some strained out spaghetti. I'm just going to pop that into my bowl. So we now just have plain your cooked spaghetti in a bowl. I'm then going to get my food colouring. Steamed up a bit in my kitchen. I'm then going to get some food colouring. You don't need much food colouring at all. It's just, especially if you're using a vibrant colour like a red colour, you don't need a lot of food colouring at all. So if you just pop a little bit of pop a few drops in. Now this bit as well, I mean obviously the hob and that your children can't really help with, but this bit they can help with. If they want to, if you want to encourage them to be pouring some little bit of food colouring in and mixing it about, that sort of prolongs the activity for them. So that's another part of the activity for your children. So yeah, like I said, just pop a couple of drops of food colouring. I'm just using a wooden spoon and an old bowl from the kitchen and just mixing it up. There we go. Another way you can do this if you don't want to use your kitchen utensils is, you know, like the Ziploc plastic bags or like kitchen sandwich bags or whatever, you can get them, and if you pop your cooked spaghetti into one of the bags, a couple of drops of food colouring, zip it up, shake it about, and then that will dye it just the same, and then you're not going to get any mess in any of your other sort of kitchen utensils. So I've mixed all about, and now we have our red spaghetti. I'm going to add that to my already done spaghetti into the big tray, and then I'm going to be using this activity for my daughter when she wakes up. So like I say, if you get some tweezers, you can encourage your little ones to use the tweezers. You can use the scissors and you can cut the spaghetti with the scissors. There's so many different things that you can do with this, and all you really need is a baking tray or a big bowl or anything you want to do. Pop it on the floor. If you have got younger ones, just pop it on the floor on a towel and just let them explore it with their hands. You don't necessarily need to use lots of different tools. So yeah, it is a really great, easy, fun way to explore messy play at home. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Again, I hope you're all staying safe in this crazy time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!